Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me officially welcome each and every last one of you all to Byob Cashout Hfx Simplified. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Tasha M. Dyer, the Trade Whisperer, and I'm truly excited to be here with you all this evening. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a new night with a new call with some new educators. So you definitely want to get excited, right? Go ahead, scream, rooftop, everywhere you need to be, because we are definitely about to get this call started right now, right? We're about to get this call started in just a moment. That is actually what is about to happen. But we having a few technical difficulties, and that's okay because she is logging on right now. She is joining us. But what I want to do is I definitely want to know who's in the call. Let's act like we know. Let's drop those affirmations in a call, in the chat, in the call. Let's drop those affirmations in the chat. Definitely want to know where you're calling in from. Where are you calling in from? What are those affirmations? I need to see them in the chat. That is what I need to see right now as we prepare for this epic evening, right? Jacksonville, good evening, good evening. Good evening, Milwaukee. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Milwaukee again. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, Cleveland. Good evening, Ohio. So you said it's not anymore. It was muted. It sure was. Good evening, good evening. Hello, Jacksonville, Minnesota. Good evening. Good evening, Greensboro, North Carolina. Chattanooga, good evening, Wisconsin. Good evening, good evening. So I am a trailblazer. So let's talk about this for a moment, right? Let's talk about this. So while we're getting everything taken care of and while we're getting everything set up, and as you know that this is where we're coming and where we're going. Good evening, Milwaukee. Good evening, Chicago. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. As you continue to drop those affirmations in the chat, you continue to drop those affirmations in the chat. I am an educated BYOB master trader anointed for wealth. I am the signal. All my trades in and profit. I am 777. Okay. And we want to make sure that is the mindset that we're operating from. We want to make sure that is the mindset that we are in. We have to make sure that that's what we live. We want to make sure that that's the understanding, right? That's exactly where we want to be. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. Now, let me just tell you a little bit, so let me ask you this, right? Because this is a new year, new educators, new empowerment, right? How many of you all have been blessed by the educators thus far? How many of you all have been blessed by what you've experienced so far? Because I have. The power of duplication, the power of the transformation that took place, and now the power of the elevation and the acceleration that you are definitely about to walk in, all right? We definitely want to make sure that is what we are. And so, yes, keep dropping those me's in the chat. And so what's going to happen tonight, if we can get through these technical difficulties, that just means to me what it says is you are about to be blessed, right? You are about to be blessed. That is what's going on. You are about to walk in a blessing, right? That is exactly what it is. And so you're going to walk into a blessing like none other. And so I definitely want to make sure that is what's happening right now. And so let me see here. So you want to make sure that this is definitely what is transpiring. So let's go ahead and let's just talk about this call schedule. I definitely want you to understand. So there is an intention to this call schedule, okay? Today is your HFX. And the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because I want you all to make sure, and I want you all to know that we're going to bless you. We wanted to introduce HFX tonight. We wanted to introduce it, but can you get excited about HFX in the morning as well? Can you get excited about a Wednesday that is compiled where you have two opportunities, where you have HFX? So what's going to happen is when we normally get off the line on Wednesday mornings, we normally get off the line at Wednesday mornings at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when we normally get off and we drop the calls. But if you love HFX, right? If you love HFX, what's actually going to transpire, what's actually going to happen is you're going to have an opportunity to hang on for about 30 more minutes and you're going to get the HFX. Now, you started with basics. We started with basics, right? We started with basics at the beginning of the week. We started with that. And we're going to advance you into the advanced. So tonight is your HFX, and tomorrow, hear me clearly, tomorrow what's actually going to happen is you guys are definitely going to have an opportunity to walk into the advanced, all right? That's what, that is exactly where yes, let's say awesome. Okay, let's see. I have on this line, I got Trinidad and Tobago logging in. That's what we have. We have Baton Rouge. Good evening. And then we also have our Byob master traders. So let's just talk for 1 second. Let's get this mind right. I think we are about to get started here in just a moment, but you know what? Like I said, whenever you have a hiccup, you cannot control technology. But whenever you have a hiccup, what that simply means is that there's a blessing. So I'm telling you tonight, you're going to be empowered. I'm telling you tonight, you are going to be magnified, right? I'm telling you tonight is your night. That is what this is. And so what I'm going to do is we're ready now. We're ready. So we are ready. So let's give a round of applause. Let's get excited. Let's see what HFX is all about. Let's see what HFX is going to bring you. Let's see how your life is going to be changed. Let's dive in, because what's about to happen is we're going to talk about the basics, okay? Let's talk about BYOB, HFX Basics. So you're going to understand exactly what it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to transition this call, and you're going to be able to take some live trades. And we have some phenomenal individuals, but the first one that I want to bring to you right now is a woman that's been with the movement for quite a while now. She has a heartbeat and a passion. She is a servant. I'm telling you that right now. She is definitely a servant. She is a master stylist, an international educator, a salon owner, a boutique owner. So when you talk about understanding success and being willing to do what's required, she is here to ensure that you're ready, right? She's here to ensure that you're excited. She's here to ensure that you are in the right space, in the right place, right? Remember, I told you, new night, new educators, and everything else, right? So with that being said, I'm going to turn this over, right? I'm going to turn this over to Miss Nicole Walker. Miss Walker, are you on the line?
I am on the line. Good evening. How y'all doing? Thank you so much, Ms. Tasha M. Dyer, for all that you do. You are truly the heartbeat of this movement. I'm so grateful to be a part. Just your spirit, your willingness, your discipline. I'm just so grateful to be a part of this platform, to be amongst the amazing educators. So thank you for that amazing introduction. Hello, good evening to everyone. I am again Nicole Walker, aka your wealth preservationist. I will be your educator for the first part of this training. I am so excited that you all have joined us to get this HFX Simplified Basics down pat. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I'm not sure if Ms. Dyer went over the call schedule with you all, but I will just reiterate that because it is so important. I can't even express the importance of you to stay plugged in. All the calls that we have, we're here to help you. So that way you can take it to the next level. All right, so let's briefly go over our call schedule. Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. We are live in the market 5 a.m. We're going to focus on Forex. 9 a.m. We're focusing on the indices. All right. So again, that's Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our basics training, Byob Basics training. That's on Tuesday, followed by the talk with the finance doctor. On Tuesdays, on Thursdays, we have the Byob advanced training. And that call is also followed by a talk with the finance doctor. And then you have Wednesday, of course, where we are today is our Hfx Basics Simplified. And then we actually go in the market and trade live. All right. So again, you want to stay plugged in. You want to set your alarm clocks. You want to write it down. Whatever you need to do, it's truly vital to stay plugged in. We had a few technicalities here. I do want to see who is on the line, who is in the chat. But if this is your first time on the Byob movement call, if you can drop a 111 in the chat for me so I can see who's on. If you are still learning to cash out, let me get a 222 in the chat. All right, we're still learning. All right. Now, for those of you who are cashing out, like you getting your coinage, cashing out, let me get a 777 in the chat. All right. I see some 777s. Okay, we getting our coins. All right, so what about those compounders? All right, let me find out y'all out there compounding. Let me get an 888 if you are compounding. Yes, y'all better compound. All right, good. So again, that's just so that I know who I'm talking to, who I'm connecting with. Also, I'm sure Ms. Dyer had you all drop those affirmations in the chat. I am a Byob master trader. I am the signal. I am 777. All my trades end in profit. I am destined for wealth. You are welcome to add to those affirmations. You can multiply them. Just don't subtract or divide them. All right. Here at the Byob movement, we truly believe in declaring, decreeing, and speaking that thing. All right. So again, I want you to make sure that you are plugging in all the calls. I'm telling you, it will take you to the next level when it comes to becoming that master trader, and also an educator if that's something that you desire. All right, so let's go ahead and get to Hfx Basics, how we trade Hfx. A lot of these things I'm going to continue to reiterate you all because I really want to simplify this. I want to make it as clear and bring as much clarity as possible. Okay, so make sure you have your pen, your pencil, your notebooks, screenshots, whatever it is that you need to do. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat or even reach out to us after the call. That's why we're here, to help you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into let's go ahead and get into the slide show. As I always say, any short pencil is better than any long memory. And what that means is simply making sure you're writing this information down. So that way you can always go back and revisit it, and you can regurgitate it, study it, whatever you need to do. All right. So of course, I cannot move any further without introducing you all to the backbone of this movement. All right. Our Byob mastermind team, we have Mr. Gerald D. Rogers, who is the visionary of this Byob movement. We have Ms. Tasha M. Dyer, aka the Trade Whisperer. She is also the one who created the Byob cash out strategy. We have Dr. Craig Bythewood, the finance doctor. Listen, those Tuesday and Thursday nights, you all that talk with the finance doctor, you are doing yourself a disjustice if you do not hop on these calls. He is truly a wealth of information, and that's a call that you don't want to miss. All right, so moving right along. I'm sorry, y'all. So moving right along, this platform consists of several educators, and I'm just so excited to be amongst those amazing educators. We come from all walks of life. I mean, from the blue collars all the way to the corporate executives. And truly, we all have a heart to help people. We just want to inspire, encourage you, motivate you, help you to understand that you too can be your own bank, and to help you get you and your family on the other side of money and truly experience true financial freedom. All right. So again, we're always here. We're always available. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. That's what we're here for. All right. So Hfx Basics, right? So Hfx Basics. Okay. So binary options they're just contracts. And the outcome is yes or no. Very simple, yes or no. They're contracts and it's yes or no. It's high frequency, high speed, high turnovers, and it's short term. All right, so we hit it, we quit it, and we're out, right? So I want y'all to remember that. We hit it, we quit it, we're out. It's high speed, high frequency, high turnovers, and it's very short term. All right. So when we're talking about traditional options, typically you'll hear someone speak of trades where they're in it for, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 months. And that could very well be longer. But when we're speaking of binary options, we're truly talking about 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minutes. I mean, we hit it and quit it and we're out. So binary options is very short term. So that's the basic difference between traditional options and binary options. Your traditional options are long term, your binary options are short term. So what happens is your broker will pay you a percentage, right? And if those conditions are met, then they're going to pay you that percentage. And in a couple of slides, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. And everything is predetermined. So whether it's 1 pip or 1,000 pips, your payout is the same, right? Again, we're focused on movement. We're focused on getting in and out. We hit it, we quit it. And that's what we do in the HFX, all right? So for instance, call option. So a call option is simply a buy, but it's called call option in the HFX world. So I just want you to make that connection. A call is a buy, and that's you expecting the price to go up by the time the trade expires. That's it. All right. So a put option is just the opposite. It's a sell. So that just means that you're expecting the price to go down by the time the trade expires. All right. So you have your strike price, which your strike price, that's the price that you decide to enter the trade, right? You have your premium, which is your payout, which is your percentage. Again, I'll show you what that looks like. So for an example here, we have 79%. So that particular broker is going to pay you 79% of your trade, right? And then you have the expiration time. That's just how long it takes for the trade to expire. Again, high frequency, high speed, high turnovers. I'm sorry. We're in and we're out. We hit it, we quit it, right? And typically that's 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. So for an example, a call, which again, that's a buy. So let's just say I put $100 in to the trade, which they call it a stake. I put $100 in. My broker payout is 79%. So that's $79. So you have $100 plus your $79, that equals $179. So you'll gain $179 in your account. Now, let's just say, again, this is a call option, a buy option. Let's just say this trade doesn't go as expected and that price ends up dropping below your strike price, then you're out the money, right? So again, we're either in the money or we're out the money. And the great thing is you can never lose more than your stake. So here, the example was our stake, our trade was $100. And if that trade does not go as we planned, I cannot lose no more than the $100 that I put up. Y'all following me? Okay, great. All right, so another thing is everything is predetermined before you go in the trade, right? You'll know exactly the expiration time, you'll know the risk, you'll know the profit, the payout, all these things you'll know before going into the trade. All right, so you have different brokers. There's several different brokers. However, it's totally up to you as to which broker you decide. For instance, you have pocket options here. And with the pocket options, you can open a demo account without a deposit. And to go live, of course, it's a $50 minimum with no rollovers. And then your binary cent, which is another broker, you must make a deposit before you demo, right? And then you have to have a $500 minimum dollar deposit, which also this particular broker allows rollovers. All right, let me see you all really quick if I can go back and show you all an example of, I'm sorry, real quick. Let me see if I can show you all an example of a setup. All right, so my computer don't want to click. Okay, so maybe I can work on that, and before we get off the call, I can show you all, because I really want to show you all an example of what that looks like. All right. All right, so before we go any further, what I want to do, of course, with the Byob Cashout, one of the main things you want to make sure that you do is you're doing your proper analysis. Having some technical difficulties here. You want to make sure that you're doing your proper analysis, doing the Byob Cashout strategy, so that way you can be in the money or out the money. So one of the major things, of course, that I really want you all to pay attention now is your Byob Cashout strategy. So get your pens and your pencils, which we discussed that already. And I'm going to go ahead and go over the Byob Cashout strategy. All right. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to write them down. I don't mind going back over anything, helping you all explain exactly what it is. I hope you all have learned a little bit about Hfx Basics, how to trade it. And we're going to go live shortly after this call, so that way you can actually go live and you can put it together, right? All right. Tasha, I really want to show you all an example, but I'll have Miss Turner do that. All right. So the Byob Cashout strategy, right? Y'all, this strategy is amazing. We use it with crypto. We use it with traditional Forex. We use it with HFX. Like, I'm truly grateful for the Miss Tasha M. Dyer for coming up with this strategy. It has truly been life-changing for me, and I know it's been life-changing for others. So again, if this is something that you can get the concept, understand it, do whatever you have to do to learn it, I'm telling y'all, it's simple. It's 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's talk about the Byob Cashout strategy. So the Byob Cashout strategy consists of 3 indicators, right? 3 indicators, 1, 2, 3. Y'all write it down. 3 indicators. Your first indicator, which is our leading indicator, that's called the stochastic. So if you can see my cursor, this area here, and you can also see the purple shaded area, this is our stochastic. This is our leading indicator, which means everything follows, which means this is where your eyes go first when analyzing, right? So I can't see. Let's move this up. Okay. So BYOB cash out strategy. So our stochastic, let's just say we're looking to buy, but because we're talking HFX, guys, we're going to say call, right? Let's say we're looking for a call. Your leading indicator, your stochastic, you want it to be around the 20, blue line crossing over the red, going in the upward position. This is, again, your stochastic, your leading indicator. This is a call example. Blue line crossing over red around the 20. And we say around because here with the BYOB movement, you'll hear us say a lot, it's an art, not a science. So there's no specific, but you want to be around the 20. So that's your first indicator, which is also your leading indicator. Secondly, your lagging indicator, here we have a green flat bottom candle, right? Green flat bottom. Green also means buy. These are our trend candles. So you have a green flat bottom candle. That's your lagging indicator. The other lagging indicator is the P star. And you can see this little dot that's actually on the bottom of the flat bottom green candle. So you have your stochastic around the 20, blue line crossing over red, going up. You have your flat bottom green candle, and then you have your P star at the bottom. So you have bottom, bottom, bottom. And it's just the opposite. If it was a sell or a put, it would be top, 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 and we're talking red candle. So one thing that we do, again, because we're talking HFX, we're talking high speed, high turnovers, we always operate in the lower time frames. So as you can see up here, we're doing the analyzation on the 5-minute chart. Again, we're in and out, so we don't need to be on the higher time frames. All right. So make sure you all write that down. Keep that in mind. We always operate in the lower time frames. So because I've analyzed on the 5-minute chart and we have our stochastic in place, we have our flat Hikanashi green candle, flat bottom in place. We have our PSAR. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab an arrow and I'm going to put it right up under. So that way that just tells me where it's living. So once we change time frames, I'll be able to see exactly where we did the analysis. All right. So now that we've done the 5-minute, we're going to go to our 30-minute. Now, granted, it's a little over, but yes, we are in confluence. So 30 minutes. Now, time confluence says we go from the 5-minute to the 30-minute. So again, because we're hit it and we quit it, we're not doing our traditional setup on the 30-minute because again, we're trying to be in and out. So on the 30-minute, we're just making sure that we're moving in the right direction, right? And here you can see that the stochastic was turned going up. So we're just looking for momentum. We're just looking for an indication that we are moving in the right direction. And then we're going to go ahead and drop down to the 15-minute chart because again, y'all, we're just in and out. We're hitting and quit it. We technically don't need the 30-minute, so to speak, for the analysis. We just want to make sure that we're driving in the right direction. All right. So once we drop down to the 15-minute, you can see here that we're also in confluence here on the 15-minute chart. And then once we do the 15-minute, then we'll drop down to the 3-minute. So let's find. So the 3-minute, you can see it was a green candle and our stochastic was in place as well. Blue line crossover red going up. So had we taken this trade, we would have made money. We would have been in the money is what we say with HFX. All right. So again, those are, this is the BYOB cash out strategy. Those are our 3 indicators. Again, I cannot express the importance of understanding this strategy. Again, it's those 3 indicators. Again, with HFX, we're going to always start analyzing on the 5-minute chart. Again, we operate and the lower time frames, because we're in and out and we hit it and we quit it. All right. So again, you all write all your questions down, concerns, comments, and everything, and I'll make sure that we all get your questions answered. So now that we've gone through the BYOB cash out strategy, I want you to understand how critical support and resistance lines are when it comes to HFX. And again, because we're in and out of the market quick, 1, 3, 5 minute, the support and resistance, the trades bounce off the support and resistance line. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly drop some support and resistance lines for you all. Now, again, with the support and resistance lines, I call them, they act as like floors and ceilings, right? And what you're doing, you're literally just looking for the most touches. The most touches is what you're looking for, right? So I didn't want to drop that there. I'm okay with that being there. See, let's go over, let's drop another one. Again, y'all, all I'm looking for is the most touches, right? Again, it's an art and not a science. Your lines may be just a little bit different from mine, and that's okay. That is okay. I just want to kind of give you an example of what that looks like. Let's go ahead and, you don't know how to squint your screen in and do all these great, amazing things. All right, so again, supporting the resistance is very critical because we're in and out, and it's going to be vital to you deciding where your entry points are. All right, where you get in of the trade and when you get out. And so also go in and do those support and resistance lines. I just want to give you an idea of what that looks like. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this call over to my amazing educator who will do the second half of the training. We're going live in the market. Love to have a lot of fun, helping a lot of people, making a lot of money. It has 100% of the information. Ms. Turner, are you on the line?
Let me jump in. So before we turn that call over, so thank you so very much. You know, this is our first night on here for HFX. Thank you so very much, Ms. Walker. And so what we want to be able to do is help you understand with the foundation and understanding exactly what HFX is. And that's what our basics is all about. That's exactly what the basics is. The basics is to ensure that you understand, because what's actually about to happen right now is you're going live. What's actually about to happen right now is you're going to be able to just jump into the chat. You're going to be able to dive in into the market, and you're going to be able to take some trades. Now, the woman that I'm actually going to turn this call over to, the phenomenal individual that I actually want to make sure, yes, thank her. She did a phenomenal job. But the lady that I want to turn this over to right now, we're talking about someone that already understands what success looks like. We're talking about someone who has dedicated her life, someone who is definitely an example for many. And that's definitely something to get excited about, because she's actually been recognized by different organizations. She's been recognized for her leadership, for her business accomplishments. We're talking about someone who is in the world's largest Fortune, the world, not the US, the world's largest top 50 companies. And she's been with this company for over 25 years and in a management and leadership role for over 24. So isn't that something to get excited about? And when you really think about it, you know, we're talking about a global account manager. And so she's working with executives. She's working with individuals at the top of the top level that's having a global impact worldwide already. And so when we talk about that, but yet she's here, yet she's on this call to ensure that you understand that you need this skill set. And so she's going to have a global impact, helping you, her family, and your family become financially free. So I'm going to turn this call over to none other than Victoria Turner. Miss Turner, are you on the line?
I am. Thank you, Miss Dyer. Thank you, Miss Walker. Thank both of you ladies. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is an opportunity that is life-changing, and thank you guys for that warm introduction. I appreciate it, but you ladies are top at the game at what you do as well. You know, you care about people, and Ms. Dyer, you created this strategy for, you know, individuals like myself and those of us who's on this call as well, so that we can become our own bank. We can have something that we can actually use as well. Let me share my screen here. I want to share my screen while I'm talking to you guys. So thank you, ladies and everyone. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you have your brokers up because we are about to get started. It's just that right before Ms. Walker was finna turn it over to me, everything that I had up as far as the vibrata logged out. So I had to log back in to everything. So hopefully you guys can actually see my screen. So let me know if you can see my screen because I had to log back into everything. Drop a 555 and check if you got, okay, I see somebody say yes. All right, so I did see that we do have a couple of new people to on the call, that is to Hfx. So being that you are new, what I have on my screen right now actually is one of the brokers that we use. Ms. Walker actually mentioned this broker in her presentation. This broker actually is Binary Cent. Binary Cent is just one of the brokers that we use. We don't suggest brokers. However, this is just one that I have a demo account up so that I can walk you through how we're going to enter trade on tonight. Again, what I will be doing is just giving you trade ideals. So it is up to you whether you want to take the trade with me or not, but I just want to show you how I will be taking the trades using the Byob Cashout strategy. So if you look over to the left-hand side here, these are your currency pairs. So these are the pairs that I will actually be calling out on tonight. You see those percentages over to your right-hand side. That is the contract amount based on that pair. So depending on your broker, those will change. Those numbers would change. However, if you see I am on Euro USD at the top of my screen here while I'm moving my cursor, I'm on Euro USD. And if I go back over here where the currency pairs are, you will see that Euro USD is actually highlighted in blue. Okay, and it shows that it has a 6% payout. So she went through that example as to how the percentages and contract amounts are paid out, but I want to show you as an example because she couldn't get that up on her screen. So as you can see over to the right-hand side where my cursor is now, under the amount is $10, okay? Right below that, you will see $6.60. So a 66% contract amount is just saying that if you were to enter an order at $10, your profit on that $10 order will be $6.60. However, I want to point out one thing is that when you enter into an order, the broker will actually take the $10 from your total amount right away. But once you get into the order, your payout amount that it would show here will actually they will actually give you $10 back plus profit. So it would show like $16.60 would be your payout amount. So I just want to point that out. However, we're going to be doing 2-minute trades. So everyone, make sure you put your broker on 2 minutes. Now, what I want to say as well is if you are using pocket option, that we're going to be doing 2-minute trades. So you just add an extra minute to yours because pocket option doesn't have the rollover option. Also, I want to make sure I make this statement as well, is that for those of you who do regular Forex, this is not, we will not be using MetaTrader 4. So if you have your phone out, please put it up. We're not using MetaTrader 4. So put that up. We are actually, you have to have one of the binary options brokers. So we will not be using MetaTrader 4. If you have any question as to how you need to go forward with setting that up, as Ms. Walker said earlier, make sure you put questions in there and we'll get with you later to explain what needs to happen in order to get you set up with a binary options or HFX options broker. Okay, all right, let's continue. So over to my left-hand side here, these are where you see that call button and that put button that she was mentioning earlier. So call means buy, means some of the educators may say bull or bullish. It's the same thing. Put is the same as sell, is the same as bear, is the same as bearish. Okay. We're always doing turbo trades at the moment with HFX. So I am in Euro USD. What I'm going to do is I haven't analyzed anything, but I'm just going to get in the order so you guys see how it looks. So if I were to click the call button, okay, it pops up a green line with an arrow pointing up. That's green. All that is saying that I predict that the market is going to be up in the time frame that I actually got into my order. Okay, so at the bottom of the screen, you will see my order detail. What it gives you, it actually gives you your currency pair that you're actually in. It gives you the strike price. The strike price is the price that I enter into the trade. You have the expiry price. The expiry price is just where the market is currently moving right now. That would be changing. You have whether you're in a call or a put, and you have your start time. That is the time that you actually enter into the trade. You also have your expiry time, which is the time your trade is over. These are time-based trades, so you cannot get out of the trade until your time is up. Also, you see where it has the amount, my order size that my trade is, and it also gives you your payout amount, which I was mentioning earlier. But we have two columns here. You have a double up and you have a rollover. The double up only duplicates your current order. So just say my trade, if it had gone out of profit, and I trust my trade, and I wanted to get into that exact same trade, what I would do was click the double up. It would give me the same exact trade with the exception of my strike price. I would just got in at a better position. Okay, everything else will remain the same. Now rollover, basically that is me buying more time in the trade because I'm saying I need more time in this trade. It's out of profit. So I will go ahead and buy me more time. I do want to point out on the rollovers, the broker will actually charge you an extra amount every time you hit that button. So for this particular broker and some others, they're actually charge you an extra 30% of whatever your order size is. I may have to say, let's roll over a couple of times, but I would not do more than 2 rollovers if we have to do any rollovers. We would just let the trade go and we will find another position. So hopefully that answered your question about what is in rollover. So that's basically what it is. And the person who is asking about setting up the broker account, we will actually get with you on that as well, Mr. Colonel. Okay, so all right. So that is basically how you enter a trade. I am going to exit out of this now because I need to get my broker set up so we can actually take some trades here. Okay, let's see. Let's go over here. So what you guys are seeing on my screen right now as I bring up my broker so we can actually start doing some trades here. I hate everything closed out while I was about to get on. All right. So what you guys are seeing now, this is just one of the currency strength meter that we actually use. I like to use this one, as I know when we're trading Forex, there are others that we can use, regular Forex that is, but I like to use this one when I'm trading HFX. Reason why is, if you guys see on there, you see some timelines on there. I just want to know what the market is actually doing in 5 minutes. That's all I want, because I'm only doing 2-minute trades. So, okay. All right, my broker is coming up and I am getting set up. So we see here, let me refresh this and make sure it's all good. So what I want to see is just which pair, this is my cheat sheet. So I want to see which pairs are strong and which pairs are weak, just so when we're in the market, we'll know what we're looking at. Okay. 2 minutes. Let's go. All right. All right. Podcast demo. All right. All right. I see your comments. Okay. So right now what we're seeing, as you guys see on my screen, we're seeing GBP is actually the strongest currency and USD is the weakest currency. Okay. Okay. So let's go here. Also, I need to know how the market is moving. Do we have any liquidity in the market? Let's see. We want to make sure the market is moving. All right. All right. So if you guys are excited, drop some 777s in the chat. Let me know y'all excited. Y'all excited about what we're going to do. It's not going to take us long. It's not going to take us long at all. No, that's not right. I just looked at this. This is 100 something. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here is actually go over to Vibrata. I had to bring all this back up again. All right. I see the 777. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, make sure you got your hands on your trigger, on your trigger finger on your mouse, okay? Because sometimes these setups happen fast. So what I saw was GBP and USD. I saw that those were the weakest and the strongest. So I thought I seen a trigger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off all of these. And actually, guys, we're gonna take trades right out of the Vibrata, okay? That's all we need, Vibrata. We're gonna take it out right out of Vibrata. We're gonna use this BYOB Cashout strategy. So what we're gonna do, as you can see, my screen is on the timeline, 15 minutes. So I'm looking for 15 minutes triggers, which is the reason why I took off all the other triggers. I'm only interested in 15 minute triggers right now. So what I thought I saw yeah, here we go. GBP USD, okay? So we got a trigger about 33 minutes ago. I'm gonna click on that, okay? Let's see what we can get out of this. All right. All right. Are you guys with me so far? Are you with me? Now we are finna get a new 5-minute candle in just a few seconds, okay? So we can see GBP USD 15 minutes, what we see with the current candle, okay? The current candle is saying that it's buying, okay, which is good. That's what the currency screen says, okay? So we're gonna drop down to the 5 minutes. Okay, so what I wanna do on this 5 minutes is I want to draw me up. I know I was actually trading this earlier, so I had my lines already there. So, because I know that it's at a point where it hasn't been in a while. So that's the reason why my screen is kind of looking like it's looking. So I'm gonna cheat. But normally we would go through the process of just basically I'm putting my support and resistance on that she was mentioning earlier. But because I knew I had this already set up from earlier when I was trading it, I'm just adding them back. Okay. All right. And I think this should be like 190 somewhere up in there. I think it's like 190. Let's see. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Let's just use pivots. That's gonna help us. Let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, right there, 190, close. You're good. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just me talking to myself while I'm doing this. So what I'm doing is I'm adding my support and resistance because, as he mentioned, when we're doing HFX, when we get to a report support and resistance area, the market usually does some type of reaction. And I'm going to add a couple of them on here so that we would know where we are. Okay. All right. So now that I got these support and resistance on, if I have to add any more on later, I will do that. But for now, this is what we're gonna do here. Man, I hate my system. Restore it. Okay. All right, let me get my screen right now so we can get this ball going. All right. All right. Okay. So as I was mentioning, okay, so the trigger came in for a buy. Okay, so we were looking for, and that was, over 30 minutes ago, which is good because this should be buying. When we was at the 15-minute, all I want to see on the 15-minute is that it's buying. Okay, so we see this candle is buying, and the stochastic is actually pointing up. We're gonna drop down to the 5 minutes. Same thing. We have our PR at the bottom. We have a flat candle. We have a little room left there. Okay, let's see. Same thing here. We have our stochastic. The blue line is above the red line. Okay, and everything is still in order there. Okay, let's see what our 1 minute doing. My 1 minute is going sideways. I need it to be moving a little bit more better than that. I need it to move better than that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait on this one because I need my 1 minute to line up with my other time frames before we actually get into this trade. Okay, so I'm going to save this one and I'm going to come back. Let me go check. Let me check AJ. Let's see. AJ. Yeah, I like it. Go check AJ. I saw AJ. Well, let's check AJ, see what it's doing, see is it ready. Okay, I'm gonna get that 15-minute trigger on AJ. Oh, I know what I didn't do on the other one too. So also, I am changing my chart to be Oanda because one is that we have seen that the PR flips happen a little quicker on that chart than any other. But as you can see here, on the 15 minutes, we're showing the stochastic is pointing up. Blue line over the red line. It's in a buy. Okay, let's go to the 15 minutes, see if we got the same. And I'm sorry, the 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, it's in a buy as well. I want to see this turn quick. Okay. These are, that would explain what my liquidity was doing. That would explain. So it really, to me, doesn't matter whether we're going to get into a sell or a buy. I just need everything to line up, okay? And right now, that is not lining up for me. We're going to get into trade here in a minute, y'all. And when we do, it's going to be all good. Are you guys still with me? Do you see what I'm doing? I'm looking for another trigger. I'm looking for, all right, okay. All right, okay. So this is GA. All right, GA, 15 minutes. GA is in a sale, okay. Gotcha, let's go down to the 5 minutes, okay. 5 minutes is selling. 3 minutes is selling. 1 minute is selling. All right, let me go to my 5 minutes. Let me put me support and resistance on here. We may have found one. We may have found one. Okay. All right, so guys, we may have found one. I'm going to put some support and resistance on this one. I like to change mine to lines so that I can easily get my support and resistance here. Okay, pretty easy because I can see those points there. All right, and I think I'm gonna do one more up here. All right, let's do one more down here. All right, so let me change this back. I cannot do candles. There we go. All right, so you see on my 5 minutes where I'm at, you see we are at a support level. So we're not going to get in a trade for a sale just yet. We're going to see what the market's doing. I'm going to go back and check to see what the U is doing. This one, there we go. Okay, GU, we want a buy. We want a buy, really. I really want to buy on GU. Okay, so, and also guys, we're coming up on the hour. So just a little plug for HFX and anyone that trades it. The market for HFX move in like the quarter times, okay? The hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Hence why I like using the 15-minute triggers, because 15-minute triggers, the market does reactions. All right. Thank you, iPad 10. Yeah, patience pays. Yeah, so the market moves in like the hour quarters. So we're gonna wait because we have like 2 minutes before the hour, and we do not want to get into a HF trade when the hour time frame is changing over. We want to let it make its reaction at the hour, then we get in the trade. Okay. All right. Okay, so again, I'm going to look to see if any of my setups are lining up so that we can get into this trade. So GU is still setting up. Let's see. GA has not did what I wanted to do. I at least wanted to give me some kind of sign it's going to break through this before I get into the sale, or is it going to reverse? Because GA is saying it should be a buy. So I'm thinking it's probably going to reverse here soon and give us a buy. Yeah, you see on the 1 minute. So we just need the 3 and the 5 minutes to kind of run its course and give us that same thing. Okay. And what am I other AJ? AJ, here we go. AJ was calling for a sale. AJ on the 15 is pointing up. AJ on the 5 is actually at a support level as well. So what we're going to do here, y'all, just be patient. Be patient. The market kind of slowed up on us before I got on this call. Before it was moving. It was moving earlier. In HFX, that's what happens. You have to have the market moving. All right. So I'm just getting everything lined up because once the market starts back moving and we get these setups, sorry, wrong one. You guys want to see how easy this is going to be. This strategy, it works just like that. All right. Okay. So AJ, see on the 3 minutes, I'm getting that pullback, and on the 1 minute, yeah. Okay. All right, we just need that 5 minutes to do. So we have a new hour candle. Let me go back to GU. GU, 1 minute is pulling down. So GU 1 minute. Let's see. GU 15. Okay, so the sale. G, okay. But we need those flips. We need that to flip. Okay, GU is still setting up. It's not ready. We don't have our piece off flip on this yet, but we see where the stochastic is going down. And we have a red flat top, but we need that piece R to flip. It flipped on the 3 minutes now. It flipped on the 1 minute. Okay, so guys, go ahead, y'all, and make sure you get GU up on your broker. Look like we may be taking GU for a sale. Let's get GU. All right, get GU up. Let's see what GU want to give us. But again, GU is coming to a support level. It's moving fast. I prefer to do GU as a buy, but if the strategy gonna give us GU as a sale, then that's what we want to do. See, the 5 minutes still hasn't flipped. Okay. Any questions, comments, testimony while we're waiting for the setup? None? You guys are quiet? All right. Are you guys excited by HFX? I hope you are, because I am, if you guys are not. All right. All right. I see you, Jay. All right. Okay. So this is, the whole thing about using this strategy for HFX is, and one reason too why I like to wait for the 5 minutes to line up is because if we going to get in on the 1 minute, then that gives me 5 1-minute candles to get into this trade. I could, take it at 3 minutes, but we're doing 2-minute trades. So we're going to wait for this 5 minutes to line up. But I also want to make sure our 15-minute is in line with that, because that 15 minutes give me 3 5-minute candles. So that's one of the reasons I want to make sure everything lines up. Okay. All right. Okay. We got a few more seconds for our next 5-minute candle. I know the 5 minute doesn't have the flip, but we do have a flip on the 3 minutes. And if this is give us a solid candle on our 3 minutes, yeah. Go back to G. It was close. One of these is going to give us, they're going to line up here in a minute. They're going to line up here in a minute, and then we're going to get it done. Okay. Just be patient. Patient pays. Patient is the key. Okay. No problem. No problem. We can explain the brokers. Is this what you prefer? What do you want? I like a broker with rollover option because it just gives me the option to buy more time if I decide I need more time. Okay. All right, y'all. Just be patient. Again, make sure you put your questions there. If you have any questions, or I'm flipping because I'm waiting on any of these to set up at any time. Anytime they will be ready, but I need you guys to be ready when they do. When they do get ready. Okay. I want AJ. I really want AJ to stay in this sale. I need the 5 minutes to go ahead and flip up, and it's close. It's close. AJ is getting there. We flipped on a 3 and we're flipped on a 1. So we just need this 5 minutes to give me a little push down so that I can get this piece or flip. Okay. 1 to 5 minutes on the AJ. Let's see. Let me look at my current experience. See, are we still good? Okay, I see. And for AJ, just so you guys know, it is going into the it's showing a sale. Again, that's the reason why. As long as it's lined up for me, we can get in this trade because we only want 2 minutes. You know, we're not trading for pips. We're trading for seconds and minutes. So anything that's lining up when that 5 minutes is enough for the 2. We got the flip. We got the flip. The PCR is pointing down. Our 5 minutes have the flat top. PCR is at the top. Let's drop down to the 3 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes, same thing. 1 minute. Let's go. Let's go to AJ. AUDJPY. Get your brokers at AUDJPY. 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 Okay. AUDJPY. What we're going to do is we're going to see we're going to get a new 1 minute candle. If that 1 minute candle is a flat top, we're going to get in a trade on the pullback. So all right, new candle. We're going to see it's going to give us a little pullback here. Let's wait for the pullback. All right, let's see. Wait for the pullback, and all right, let's get in the trade for a put. 2 minute put. I'm in at 461. Let's pulling back more. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's the reason why I like the rollover. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it just changed. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, AJ. I think we in for 2 minutes, so I'm gonna get this on the roll because our pullback was a little more than what anticipated. So I'm gonna roll it one time, but it should drop. Should drop. Come on. If you guys took the trade, can you drop your strike price in the chat for me so I can see where you are? Let's see, we got a new. Okay, our new 5 minutes. There we go. Our new 5 minutes. We still have a down candle. Everything's still lining up on the 5 minutes. Okay, we got a new 3 minutes. Everything's still there. We just had a little pullback. Everybody should be in profit. If you guys are in a trade, drop a 555 in chat. If you got in, can you at least tell me what your strike price is? All right, I see you, Pip Master. 555. I'm sorry, your strike price, what I want to know is those last 3 digits that you got into the trade. Okay, and once your trade is done, make sure once you clear your trade, you put a 777 in the chat so I know that you clear your trade, okay? We just got a flat top 1 minute, so you guys should be in profit. All right, Pip Master, way to go. I see you with that 777. Good job, good job. I am about to close my trade as well. So hopefully you guys are clearing your trade. We got another flat top. Another flat top. Y'all should be clearing these trades. All right, I see you, Alex. Yes, 2 times. Yes. See how simple that was? We just had to wait. We just had to wait on the setup. Wait on the setup. Don't rush it. All right. I see y'all. We had to wait on the setup. See, look at that thing. It's gone. It's gone. Look at that. Look at that. BYOB cash out strategy. This thing is out of here. Just wait, be patient, wait on the setup. All right. Everybody cleared that one? Nobody's still in the trade, right? They try to give us that little pullback, a little more pullback than what we thought. All right. I see you. I see you with the 2 times. Good job. All right. Okay. So let's go see, did we ever get this set up on GU? Because this one is close to our support line. So I just need to know, I need to see how that's going to react there. And it looks like it's about to reverse. We got our trade out of it. So we're good. Let's go see if we got, what GU doing? GU, what you doing? Okay. All right. You still want to say you in the sale, but you still ain't flipped for me. All right, GU not ready. It was GA. GA, we got a trigger on there for a buy. Let's see. All right, good job. Good job on the 19-year-old. Yes. I see y'all clearing those trades. I see y'all. Yes, I love it. All right, so let's see. GA is saying on the 15-minute, it's in a sale. It's flipped. Not ready. GA is not ready. I haven't got any new triggers. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back. AJ may want to give us a little bit more. Let's see, we're getting a new 15-minute candle on AJ. Let's go back to the 15. Okay, AJ just gave us a new candle. All right, that 15-minute candle is in a down. Okay, it's going down and it has a flat. All right, let's drop down this 5 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, let me see. AJ look like it want to give us a little more tail, but I don't like AJ too close to this trend. AJ is right here at my support. I would like for it to break that and then give me a retest. So even though the strategy is saying that, I don't like that pullback it gave us earlier. You took it again? Or you? All right, good job, good job. Okay, so we just got a new 1 minute. All right. Good job, Alex. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. All right, because we look like we still have a little room. So I want this to pull back. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a number here. So if AJ were to pull back, give us a pullback to around, what is this? I really want it around like 415 or above. If they pull back to 415 or above, then I would take that again as a sale. As long as everything still stays flat top. But if it don't, I don't wanna get in it. Okay. Okay. So, and one other thing too is the reason why I'm saying pullback is because a lot of times when we first get into a time frame or like this 1 minute, when you guys are looking at your broker, when we first get in 1 minute, what it does is the market does a reaction. Just like I was saying on the 15 minutes, the market do some crazy reactions on the quarter level. It does that when it changes, the different time frame. So if you notice on your broker, if it goes to like 1 minute, it may give you a pullback. So we don't want to be in a pullback because these are time-based trades, okay? So we don't want the market to be pulling back when we expect for it to be selling, okay? Now it's giving me, see, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to break this level. That's what I wanted to do, break this level. I am 3 minutes in this 5 minute candle. So we're definitely not going to take this trade yet because we're 3 minutes in this 5 minute. I'm going to be patient. See what AJ just did? See that pullback? Pullback. It pulled back above that level what I wanted. But I don't like that it's close to another 5 minute candle. It's still probably going to drop. I'm just not going to take the trade. It's just not a trade I'll take. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. Okay. So we are patient. We are patient. We are patient while we're waiting on that next 5 minute candle. Let me go and check the other one. Yeah. See now GU. That's what I want. I want GU to be behind. It's not selling. Yeah. That's a better trade. A better trade is for GU to be behind. This thing. I'll take that one out. Okay. Let's see. See, we're getting this pullback. See, we're getting the pullback on AJ. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. All right. Okay. GA finally now is giving us some action here. But like we're gonna get that flip in a minute on this 5 minutes. So we're gonna wait on this flip. 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, the 1 minute not lined up. We need a 5 minutes and a 1 minute to give us the flip on GA. But hopefully you guys are seeing how I'm doing these trades. But if you notice, once you let everything line up, the trade, it works. It's simple. It works, but you just got to have the patience and make sure everything is lining up. But what I don't want you guys to do is confuse how we're doing HFX with the regular Forex. Okay, because again, we're not trying to get pips. We're only trying to get a few seconds, 2 minutes for the trade to do what we want it to do. Okay, so don't get this confused. All right, so we had a new 5 minute candle. Okay, so GU, we got this flip. But my stochastic has not, we need that to be moving up. The blue line has not crossed above the red line yet on my stochastic. So we are waiting again. We're still waiting on GU. It is not ready. It is not ready. It's getting close, but we need that stochastic to flip, okay? Kim, you're asking me that in regards to which pair? Are you talking about GA or GU? Or either pair? Period on the strategy. Yes, I need the PCR to flip on these last, I want these last 3 time frame, the 5 minutes, the 3 minutes, and the 1 minute. I need it to be the same. And the reason why is, you know, because you can take a 3 minute trade, you can take a 2 minute trade, you can take a 1 minute trade if all of these are in line. I like to take a 2 minute trade because I'm doing I'm waiting on the flip on the 5 minute. And that gives me 2 minutes in that 5 minutes. Okay, all right, AJ. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try to get one more in because I know we're over the 9 o'clock and we're close to 9:30. Well, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. I'm Central Time, so that's the time I am actually looking at. Okay, so I don't have any new triggers. We're still looking at these same 3. We just need them to line up. Okay, let's see, 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay, so make sure if you any questions, comments, testimonies while we're waiting on these setups, go ahead on and make sure you put them in chat. I love it. I love it. We're making dollars. Keep it going. I know. Okay. Let's see. All right. GU. My 15 says to be in the sale. Okay, so my 5 minutes. This GU is not acting right for me tonight. GU has not flipped on my 5 minutes. AJ, let's see. AJ. So you guys basically are just watching me go through these and see how I have my support and resistance on my chart. I just only have it in the area that I know that I'm gonna be trading in, because it's a 15-minute. But if I drop down and it's 5 minutes, you see how the market reacts off of these. Okay, it reacts off of these. Okay, so my 5 minutes on AJ, we can take another AJ trade. Let me drop down to this 1 minute. Now I need the 1 minute to line up. It gave us that pullback. I need it to flip. Again, like I said, we need everything to line up with the 5 minutes. So even though these are lower time frames, we need that. We need the 1 minute and the 3 minute to also line up with the 5. That way it's less stress. You can see how easy the market is gonna do what we did with the first trade that we took. Okay. So we're patient. We're patient now. Normally, don't know what's happening tonight, but normally the market is moving, and when it moves, we don't have to wait. But when we have a slow market, we have to wait. We have to wait on the setup. And when we get in the setup, you see what happens. As Mr. Clifton J has said in the comments. I'm not going to repeat it. Well, technically, we cannot suggest brokers, but I can get with you. I can give you offline to give you a list of the brokers that can be used. Dr. Foster. Okay. All right. So if you guys have your charts up and you know the ones I'm looking at, if you see any setting up and I don't see them set up, then let me know in the chat, because I'm flipping through the screen to see the setup. Just but GU looks like it's trying to go into a sell, so I need the 5 minute flip. Okay, I need the 5 minutes on GU to the PSAR to flip to the top with a flat top. That's what I'm looking for on GU. On GA, I think I was looking for a buy on GA. Look like it's trying to go in a sale now. Look like it's trying to do a sale, which is fine if it does a sale. But I still need the 5 minutes, the PSAR to flip, and for me to get a flat top candle. And for AJ, see what AJ did? That's the reason why I want to get in it. See how it reacted at our support line. That's the reason why we got to be patient. See how it reacted? We weren't getting in that. We wanted to wait. We wanted to wait. Okay. All right. So AJ. What are you gonna give us? So in about a little over a minute, we should get a new 5 minute candle for AJ. AJ should be still selling. It's still selling. It's just that I saw that it was in a pullback. I didn't want to take it because I didn't want to get in that. And it didn't line up with the strategy. Okay. So AJ, we should have a new candle in a minute. And let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Let's see how that 30-minute candle works, because that's a new quarter level. So we're not going to get in the trade right away on this 30-minute candle. I'm going to put it on the 15 minutes because I want to see what that new 15-minute candle will give me. Actually, that's what I'm going to do for all of these. We're getting a new 15 minutes. So we're going to see what this new 15-minute give us. And You may get another trigger. G, you should actually be buying. It's coming to a support level 2. Sure, no problem. No problem, Miss Kathy. No problem. Miss Dyer, I know you you're there. Can you help me with the individuals who are asking for more information in regards to the brokers?
All right, so I do want to, I was going to address that. So thank you for calling. So by, company policy, we cannot give you a broker. We cannot suggest a broker. And so what she can do is, she mentioned there's a list of brokers, is she can actually drop that in the chat so you guys can go and play with it and set it up and determine which one you want to utilize. But we cannot recommend a broker. So if you think about what just transpired in the information that was given on the basics call, there were 2 examples given. And those examples were given because there are different types of brokers. All right. As far as what you've experienced tonight with the rollover and what you experienced not utilizing a rollover, just to give you examples. And that's because this information is a little new. We've done HFX. We know we have Byob, Cashout, Hfx Simplified. And what you're seeing now is new information, new educators, new trading style. And so there is going to be a learning curve. I see the excitement in the chat. I see the questions. There is going to be a learning curve. And so just like with our MetaTrader 4s, when we first began and we first got introduced to this, I do want you all to get on there, go play with some. And one of the ones that we utilize, for example, you can get a demo account before you have to deposit funds. And so you want to begin. Now, if you got to take a trade, just jump back in. But you want to, really just kind of dive in and pay attention to those things, because you're going to have to get in there and you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to play with the broker, right? You're going to have to do it. And there's no way around it. But she can give her a list of what's available, but we cannot recommend like, oh, this is my one, or this is the favorite one, or this is what you should use. Ms. Turner?
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome. I saw you clicking. I was like, is she trying to, do I need to move so she can trade?
No, I thought GA was about to give us that flip here. It's close, but it hasn't given us this flip. We waiting on GA on this 5 minutes. Like this GA is about to give us this flip on this 5 minutes. So I thought AJ was about there, y'all. And when we take this last trade, then we're gonna call it a night. The market slowed down on us. All right, let's see. Where was GA? GA was the closest right here. GA, see how we getting that the cross down here? See, on the next 5 minute candle, we probably get that flip on GA in the 5 minutes. And once we get that flip, we're gonna see if it lines up with the rest. Okay. 3 minutes ready. Let's see exactly where you at. Yep, you broke through. Yep, that's what I want. I want you to break through there. Don't leave us. Don't leave us. Come on. We got the flip, but we waiting on the next candle. We already know what needs to happen. We're waiting on the next candle, y'all. Let's see what it do. It did a big move down on us. Okay, new 5 minutes. All right, new 5 minutes. 3 minutes. Yep, 1 down, 3 minutes, and 1 minute. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're getting ready to take this trade for GA. But I'm gonna tell you GA moves. So guys, let's do this. If GA pulls, GA is pulling back. So let's see if GA gonna pull back to around 220, 220 or above. Hopefully it gives us 220, but pull back on GA and take the put for 2 minutes on GA. Where you at, GA? Did it come back? And so it came back to 211. GA, did you give me another 1 minute already? Yeah. Okay, but I still want that pullback. I still want to give me a little pullback. Still want a little pullback on this. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. 200. My bad. That was on the 3. Okay. So I know this market slow down. GA is slow. It's normally moving. Okay. So again, we're looking at, let's go. I like 220. I like 220 though. That's what I want. Come on, GA. Come on, give me that flip back. Give me that flip back. Oh, I see you at 200, but I want it above 200. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. I only show my broker screen when I'm in my demo account, not my personal account. That's one reason why I go through it in the beginning, so you guys can see that, and why I'd like for you guys, if you get in a trade, to tell me where you got in the trade at. Okay. Okay. Nobody's in this trade, right? Because GA just like, stop. It didn't move. Nobody took that trade, did you? Let me know in the chat. Okay. All right. I see you, Ms. Kim. You took the trade. Okay. You cleared it. I see you 777. My broker is just on the flat line. Okay. Okay. My broker is just flat line. I didn't get in the trade. What was the strike price? You get in around were you able to get that spike up? Okay. Okay, well, Miss Dyer, the market seems to have slowed down, and I don't want to keep everybody on here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am so excited. This has been a phenomenal evening where you guys were introduced, right? BYOB Cash Out Strategy works on everything. You all have been introduced to some information that no matter what trading style you have, yeah, the market, oh yeah, No matter what trading style you have, no matter what it is that you're looking for, that we are here. And all of you all are going to be able to be in profit. Every last one of you all. So let me get a 777 in the chat if you cashed out this evening. And let me get a 555 in the chat if you learned something. You learned something or you cashed out, drop it in the chat, right? You learned something or you cashed out. Now, I'm going to challenge each and every last one of you all. Next week, I want you to show up with a broker. So you have some homework, because next Wednesday at 6 a.m., you heard me, 6 a.m. Next Wednesday at 6 a.m., immediately following our 5 a.m. call, she will be back on the charts for a morning session and then back here again next Wednesday evening. And so you definitely want to show up. So you're going to have 2 opportunities to take advantage of 2 different markets and really be able to walk through. Now, the morning call is just going to be trading. I'm going to let you know that right now. And that's why we kicked it off with this evening call. So you all have some homework. It's a new call, a new evening, some new educators, some new information, and it's some new excitement, right? And so you guys have some homework. Go set those brokers up and come back with your demo accounts next week, so you can begin trading and you can trade with us. And then tomorrow. So tomorrow is Thursday. We're going to close the week out strong. It is our advanced call. So yes, tomorrow morning, come with an advanced knowledge. And if you are still 111 and brand new, your first call, you still want to show up, because you want to be in the environment of excellence. You want to be in the environment of the information, because we're going to be advanced all day. And so we're here to tailor to everybody, no matter what your learning style is, no matter where you are. This could be your day 1, a day 51, a day 501. I'm telling you right now, you are going to be empowered and educated. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I'm excited. This has been phenomenal. Yes, it was definitely phenomenal. And you made some money. Some of you all did. And you learned some new information. So with that being said, I love these educators. I love their commitment. I love their dedication. I love the fact that they're willing to continue to pay it forward, step up to the plate, and let's get it done. Let's change the world. All right. Give her a minute. We're call not even over. We're going to drop it. I promise. Just give her a moment. Give her a moment. She just stopped sharing the screen. It's coming. It's coming. All right. And it'll be in the chat. It'll be in the chat. It'll be in the chat. All right. And so, all right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be back on here, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with our advance, and this will officially conclude this call.